We are our own worst enemies sometimes. I remember I was in kindergarten and we had performed a musical. It was Winnie the Pooh. It was a Winnie the Pooh musical. And I got to play my favorite character, Eeyore. And I remember we had gotten there pretty late. It was for one of the performances, and I rushed backstage to change into character. I was already super nervous of, feelings of that self-doubt. And I remember I had gotten there and I saw another kid wearing my costume. Obviously, understudies do exist, but in my kindergarten head, I had this reality where I wasn't good enough and not all this fear. And that reality overtook the actual reality of the situation. And I ran out crying into my mom's arms and everything. I was distraught. I don't even think I performed that night. It was my first time acting in this whole thing. It was a mess. But I feel we can definitely apply it to a lot of situations in life where we can let our self-doubt get to the point where we are creating realities for ourselves that are worse than the reality of the situation now, right? If we don't go after certain job interviews or auditions and everything because of that self-doubt getting in our way, right? I feel like to an extent, chances are we are going to fail at a lot of things, right? Call back to last video I did. We are going to fail a lot of times before we can actually win. And we can't win or fail if we don't do the thing in the first place, if we don't even get out there and try. And I feel that's what really separates the ones that make it from the ones that don't, right? We all have dreams and goals in our life. We have goals of starting families maybe, or getting a good job. But then there are those dreams that require that sort of faith, trust, and pixie dust sort of thing where you got to really believe for it to actually happen, like being a millionaire, getting to be president, all these other things, where statistically speaking, you're not going to get there. But that's what separates the ones that get there from the ones that don't. Because the first step is acknowledging you might not get there, but then doing it anyways. And that is what is scary about dreams. You don't know if you're going to get it, but that's where that faith, trust, and pixie dust right there comes in. So thank you all so much for watching. I definitely want to share that with y'all. Just, I'm on my own journeys right now with my dreams I'm chasing. So as I'm learning these lessons, I definitely like to share them on this channel too. I'm JLM the Third. I'm an author, writer, all these other good things. And I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, just if it exists, I'm probably on it. So feel free to look me up there, check out those channels. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like the content, please feel free to subscribe. And as always, have a great rest of your day.